prefer not to. But that leads to me not always utilizing a weakness, unfortunately. See, that's kind of why. Your character doesn't reliably attack the character's enemy properly if you don't lock on. There we go, we have a vulnerable leg. Yep, 151 damage right there. It's a significant boost. Oh crap, he's back. So we just did a fuck ton of damage because I broke his leg armor. When's he gonna do the whole... Doesn't he like summon eggs? When's that gonna happen? He's not doing it at all. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. He's trying to summon stuff. What's he doing? Is he gonna jump on me? Or is he just gonna throw things around? Dude, you're supposed to summon things. That's like a basic part of your character design, right? Whatever, I'll keep wailing on your shitty little leg. I don't have any qualms about it. Oh god, they're here. He summoned things. It happened. I did not notice. Okay, so he uses those things to heal. I don't know if I haven't noticed if he heals when he grabs. Wait, did he just break? Boss. Boss, you gonna notice me? Notice me, senpai. Notice me. I think I'm just gonna win now, guys. Sorry, the boss broke. Oh my god! This game's been patched so many times. And I still haven't figured out basic shit. Okay, that's good. Alright, 4 bosses down. 4 bosses down. I just gave up. I mean, I would have given up too. I was destroying him. I only used like 1 healing potion. But yeah, he only summoned his ads once. And then he just kind of quit. Alright. So Fusion Fanatic, are you someone that I know with a different name, or are you showing up randomly? I'm curious. Looks like 9 people have now seen my announcement video, although some people might see it on Twitter also, I suppose. Yeah, I only used 2 healing potions. That's not bad. Wow. Hello, Yetka. Blah blah blah. I want runes or something, right? Stone tablets. Here you go. Enjoy your stone tablets, I'll take my consumables. Look at all them shards. So much shards. Gonna backtrack to the checkpoint. Probably level, right? Yeah, I have like 5,000 experience. I might want to go into one of these portals at some point for potential rewards, but they're kind of... I'm not super into the portals all the time. Some of them are annoying. I like the treasure chambers, obviously, and I like the ones where you just fight in an arena. I basically despise the portals that take you to a level, because those ones are janky and awful levels, and one of them in particular is just a total piece of shit. Alright, so let's go get shelter, based on fan feedback. Not fan feedback, viewer feedback. I hate using the word fan, it makes me uncomfortable. Alright, we have shelter. 1 point into fuck it, 2 points into shelter. Now we have 2 points into shelter. And I'll put the tiny bit left over into attribute points, which is not much. But I don't feel a lot of need to have attribute points anyway, because we're doing good right now. I do over 100 damage. Dark... Oh, hey! Sun Sol... That guy. The guy that's been around since like the beginning of my channel, basically. Who has a very difficult to say name. Dark Souls is massively better than this game in every conceivable way. The end. It's really hard to argue against this game. It's really hard to argue this game's better in virtually any way besides than Dark Souls. Aside from some level, nah. I was gonna say, you might say that this game has better visuals to some extent. You might be like, this game looks really detailed, but that's cheating, because Dark Souls is exclusive to previous generation consoles. You can only compare this game accurately to Bloodborne, and Bloodborne looks better than this game, I think. Bloodborne looks fucking fantastic visually. So, basically, no. The one strength is the visuals, but that's only because it came out on next gen first, which is cheating. Not cheating. It's not like that's. It's not cheating because it's not an actual competition. It's just I'm saying bullshit. So we have another one of these dudes. So I need to look for a heart, or I could just leave the other way if I want to. I could just not fight this dude, but I might as well go this way and just commit. His heart's all the way upstairs, isn't it? It's somewhere annoying. Bloodborne is going to be absolutely fantastic, I think. And I especially appreciate the fact that they're changing the combat style, because we already have 3 Souls games. And so, since if they're going to call it something else, they might as well make it something else. Ow! Okay. I'm going to fuck off for a moment before I die horribly. Oh, thank goodness for stairs. That would have been very bad for me. Okay, shelter mode. Let's try this out. Are you whoa, you create a decoy and then run back into him? Weird. Okay, yeah, I did not... Wow! Shelter heals you? Shelter heals you? I'm using... Clerics are the best class. Clerics are the best class. Holy shit. It didn't say that, did it? I have to check now. I have to check. Hang on a second. Character development. Protective shell increases all defense and mirrors incoming damage. And it heals you. Tell me the part that's important, game. It heals you over time. And it makes you a tank that heals over time and reflects damage. They just neglect to mention an important part of that. They had more space for it. Let's see, Bloodborne's gonna be great, but guns OP? No. Now guns are gonna be fine in Bloodborne because they're old guns. They're not new guns. They're not throwing you an AK-47, for example. They're throwing you shitty old-timey guns that you can fire like once, and you have limited ammo that you actually have to think about and conserve, which is kind of an issue. You ran away, cowards! Clocky, clocky, clocky. Find your own way out. Doo-doo. Since I'm trying to beat this game in one sitting, I think I'm actually going to I'm going to take advantage of this guy's, I found out through the subreddit that you can actually you can make those guys attack, the boss that shows up here later. And so I'm going to see if I can get that to happen later. I might as well kill this abomination while I'm here. Motherfucking shelter mode, bitch! So now I know what this is. I was watching videos of other people fighting the final boss in New Game Plus and above, and I was wondering what the fuck was going on, because they kept casting a spell where they walked into their own body, and I'm like, I've never seen that before. And I've now used 2 of the classes, although I only bought 2 rogue skills when I was playing. Wow! I don't even have to think. I can just be like, fuck you, I'm hitting you with a weapon, what are you gonna do about it? Oh, shelter wore off. I guess that's what's gonna happen. Found the downside, guys. It makes you cocky, and then you get pummeled the moment it wears off. By the things in this game that could probably one-shot you. Not that these guys can. He's gonna eat me again, isn't he? Yes, he is. God damn it. It's a fucking ragdoll that bounces. There's a bouncing ragdoll. I love it. Bloodborne's gonna be interesting because it has no shields, so you have to become a dodger the entire time. And in particular, I think that, let's just fucking enter shelter mode. Ching ching cha! Oh, did it not cast? Oh, it did cast, okay. Fuck you, buddy! Wow, shelter mode is dumb, I love it. I'm on board. A friend of mine, Wanderbot, those of you that are from my channel have seen me collaborate with him a lot. He typically plays tank builds in Dark Souls, so he never really got used to dodge rolling. Although you'll see during our Demon Souls series that we recorded already, that especially when he has to fight some of the harder bosses at the end, he kind of gets into the dodge roll a bit, but I'm worried he might have a lot of trouble with Bloodborne. I've beaten all the DLC, and some of those DLCs basically require your character, regardless of build, to like strip down to nothing and just dodge roll everything. So I've gotten very used to dodge rolling in Souls games, so I think I'll be fine in Bloodborne, but some people might have trouble with that. Not to be cocky or anything, because I don't want to pretend I'm amazing at these games. Attribute, lightning. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just spend it. I don't want to hold on to a bunch of souls when I walk into the Catacombs because something could go wrong. Oops. Go back in. And faith. I guess I could have... No, I couldn't have gotten a spell point. The spell points are getting expensive already. But soon I'll come back with a proper amount of... Oh, wait, do I have a big rune? I do have a big rune. Whoopsie. Could have identified that into something cool, potentially. Although my weapon doesn't have a slot anyway. Let's see. I guess we'll just run back. Alright.
Is this what you were looking?
No.
Oh, right. This guy, it's like mandatory to give him his stupid light. Actually, not stupid, because the guy teleports now. Oh, gave me 2,000 experience. Now I can identify my rune. That's fine. Let's see. So I have one big rune, so let's invest. And now identify correctly. There we go. I used the interface correctly this time. Gave us flawless fire rune. So, you know, I'm also Soul Manus / P Parasol. I mean, yeah, I know who you are because we've interacted before and talked a bit. And you often send me, in the past you've sent me messages when I'm in the middle of recording, so I ignore them at the time. But I have interacted with you before. I was in a party with you on PSN at one point, where I was grinding for my. You had a bunch of people in one chat. They were all talking about Dark Souls 2 because it was relatively new, and I was doing some off-camera grinding, not for experience, but because I was helping other players kill that shitty congregation boss over and over again because it's just really easy. So I could get my Sunbro status and get my Sunlight Spear for my holy Cleric build. This is like my worthy return to being a Cleric, I suppose. Alright, so we're 2 hours in, and we've defeated 4 bosses. And let's see, next is the Catacombs, and then we start the second half of the game, right after we finish the Catacombs. And Catacombs can go very fast or very slowly. I'm not entirely sure which one it'll be, because Catacombs are kind of confusing. Hello, everybody. There's a dead guy here, right? Yep. Wow, I'm injured. It's so sad. What am I gonna do without all my organs? Well, I dealt with the problem already. All right, now die and give me your tattoo. That's not gross. That's not gross that I have a slab of flesh that I ripped off of him. No experience for that. All right. One quick moment. I'm going to pause for a brief moment and leave the. Frankly, I just need to use the restroom real quick. Be back in a minute. And I'm back. All right, Catacombs time. I think I spent my experience already. How are my items going? Do I have anything cool? Not really. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. It's cool. Champion's pretty. Oh god, I forgot guys show up in here. Fuck it, I have shelter mode. Ow! He has claw attack though. Apparently that Trump's trying to enter shelter mode. Fuck you, buddy. Oh my god, one shot. I am okay with that. I gotta work, but just came by to wish you luck on the stream. I'll see you around YouTube slash fuck. I'm bad at reading things when I'm fighting. Fate, stay at night. I do remember that name. Although it's one of those weird multiple word names that makes me confused. It confuses me with other people. Okay. Fate, stay at night. Wait, isn't that... You're just some guy Yup, aren't you? That's the new name. I forget. I'm used to seeing things with emblems and symbols next to people's names. So basically, it seems like all my top fans, not all my top fans, what the fuck, that's a terrible thing to say, because who knows how many, that's a big list of people, but several of my top people are here right now, which is cool. But yeah, go ahead and, I was about to say enjoy your work, I don't know if you enjoy it or not, but go to work. If something doesn't go wrong, I'll try to export this to YouTube, so people who aren't seeing it right now can see it later. Oh god, it's this guy. Oh god! I forgot, it's the duplicate of the first boss. I forgot that he shows up here. These guys are pain because they look so much like every other enemy in the game, but they're actually relatively... Oh god. I just got one shot. Okay. That happened. That's exactly what I was worried was going to happen when I fought the first boss in the first place, is I wasn't getting hit by him the whole time, but I almost got directly one-shot by him. And now that happened. Those guys are just a pain in the ass. It's a little annoying because it's not a boss. Like, so you expect it to follow normal enemy rules, but he follows boss rules still. He's basically the first warden again, for all intents and purposes. Ow! For all intents and purposes, he's just the first warden copy-pasted, which is frustrating because he has boss bullshit where he doesn't get staggered, where every other enemy in the game gets staggered. So it's annoying to deal with someone who just breaks the rules of the game, sort of. But oh well. I normally don't have problem with the first warden duplicates. I just screwed up and got hit. I got cocky and got hit by his one-shot attack. But that's an easy remedy. I was only like 2 feet away from the checkpoint anyway. Oop. I do get a kick of the fact that these hunter guys will just try to punch you in the face if you get up close, instead of other attacks. We'll do a quick recovery before I fight the first warden dude. If the checkpoint's right here, I might as well use it, because as soon as I kill the first warden dude, I'm gonna change zones anyway. I assume that's what they intended us to use, like just go get more potions whenever you feel like it, or something. I don't dare risk using days against this guy, Because I don't believe if he's a copy of the first boss and he otherwise keeps breaking all the rules of being an enemy, then he probably breaks the rule where he's supposed to get slowed down by that attack too. The good thing about fighting this guy that's a duplicate of the first boss is that he generally... Hit him, please? There we go. He still has phase changes, as you're seeing, where he goes... Yeah, it's really... Oh, God. Oh, God, that was so much damage. Okay, I'm gonna run the fuck away for a moment here. At an angle so your ranged attack doesn't kill me. The bad news is he doesn't have the staggering he's supposed to have as an enemy. But the good news is... he has the phase changes still, which means if you hit him hard enough, you'll often phase change him in one hit. Wow, he just killed himself on me. Way to go, Shelter. If you have a strong enough damage output, you'll often, in one hit, take him down to the next phase of his fight, which means that he'll stop and do his dumb phase change. And if you're in melee range, that means he'll knock you over, unfortunately, and that's hard to avoid sometimes. But it doesn't hurt you. And if you successfully leave melee range before he triggers it, then you just get a free hit on him, and then that free hit will often trigger his next phase change. And so when I'm playing as my warrior, I can often just hit the guy 4 times in a row without him fighting back, because he keeps trying to take armor off over and over again, trying to be all cool and shit. Which is bad game design, to be honest. Like, that's... What is this? Use... Read gravestone. Right, this is just the grave. If you get the cursed sword, you can bring it here, and you can turn it into a better sword, which I think might be... It might be a dexterity weapon, I'm not sure. Oh, I should go up there. But in order to go up there, I have to go around the corner. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go take the side path, because I know there's a chest there, and that chest might have another healing potion in it, and it wouldn't hurt for me to check secrets that I know exist off the top of my head, because I'm certainly running past a fair amount of them through my gameplay anyway. So let's do a quick detour for one of the secrets, to see if it gives me a healing potion out of the deal. And cast Shelter, because there's a few of the little fast spiky guys around here that could cause me some problems. Right, that's the guy who gets one shot because he's not red, I think someone said. The red ones are hard to kill. Oh no, people are gone quiet again. It's so much easier to come up to, I feel so encouraged when people are talking. I could actually see this being addictive, streaming and having people say things to you while you're playing and having input and so on. Although this, man, this interface for PS4 is not ideal. I think I started talking about this earlier, but then didn't finish really. But they need to let you customize more features about it, which I don't think they do. Biggest thing is font size. You should be able to make the text smaller so that every single comment doesn't take up the entire text feed. Then they also, with smaller text, they wouldn't have to do this bullshit letter wrapping either. Because normally you would just, under normal conditions, you would want the game to just word wrap. Like, whenever there's a space or punctuation or a dash is where you would go to the next line. But the current system is that it line breaks every single time it hits the end of the screen. So it just kind of awkwardly, let's see, can I use this? Oh, I didn't pick up the beacon. I've never missed the beacon before. I probably ran past it. It's my bad. I know where it is. I remember where it is now. I'll get that in. Whoa! Didn't expect him to get one shot. Anything around here? Like a chest? But yeah, you should be able to make the text smaller and wrap better. Because right now it's kind of ugly. And when people say stuff to me, I have to figure out what the fuck they're saying sometimes, because they have, I have to figure out what they're saying sometimes, because the words will break in half. Open this door. Oh, an empty bottle. There we go. So we have another empty bottle, on top of the one that I think I might find one downstairs in a moment, too. A little bit of lore here, but I'm mostly going for the beacon that's right around here.
The first 3 have been quiet, except for the news that spread among us.
That was by no means behind his shield, my bad.
They are nowhere to be seen.
Why am I not shield charging?
There's a
What's going on
glow
here?
on the horizon.
Trying to shield charge
Villages
him.
are burning, and the fire may
Oh, whatever.
be
It worked out
closer.
eventually.
I don't think
So
it
right
will
down
be
here's the
quiet
beacon.
much longer.
Clunk. It's so hidden. How will I ever find it? And the bloody flint will also give you a quest reward, so we'll head back upstairs and do that really quick. Oh, is there anything in this room? Nope, already used that. This is a little beacon quest right here, which will reward me, I believe. 1,000 experience. There we go. Did someone attack me because I used it? Yep. Oh, wow, he actually intercepted my attack. What a dick. And now he's dead. He's a dead dick. Like most dicks deserve to be. Okay. Let's go on downstairs. Right here's the secret I was going for. There's a chest. Whenever I fall, I'm convinced the physics of this game is just going to kill me on the spot. We got an empty bottle and a guard's greatsword. Probably won't use the sword. Nope. But we just pick up 2 empty bottles in a minute of each other. So now we should be from 5 to 7.
Graves
good to have.
need to be tended
This guy's gonna die.
and never
There we go.
forgotten. Gladly will I care for the dead.
And I'll go ahead and just run
until
right
the day
inside, because I know
join
there's a
them.
checkpoint just
Should
past
I
the door
ever
anyway,
feel
so we'll just go ahead and
insecure,
use that.
I know.
Alright, see you
that
guys on the
I
other side. Yeah, we're up to 11 views on the announcement video. Hopefully more people will come in here. If you're watching this right now from my YouTube channel and you want to know when I stream, I might never stream again, so who knows. But if you want to be notified properly, definitely do the little, like, there's like a heart you can click on, I think, that lets you follow me. And that's going to be the best way to know. I mean, you might not know in advance, so you might not be able to react in time. But at the very least, you will, at the very least, you'll get announced that it's happening, and you can check in. Since I guess the whole point of streams is they're really long usually, so you'll usually get a chance to come in and come see it while it's in progress, even if you're a few hours late. But I might never stream again. I don't fucking know. This is my first stream, and I've had my channel for a year. I used to stream every now and then with sad games, because Andrew likes streaming, and he would set the whole thing up. But I've always been worried about the thing because there's so many ways to mess it up. I get concerned about OBS, which is the PC program that basically everyone uses to stream. There's just a lot of setup to do, and I'm always concerned that I'm going to somehow fuck it up and ruin everything. And also as a Let's Player, I always want to... what's behind this door? I'll just use it, whatever. I think the thing behind this door is my axe, which is not a great weapon for my build. There also might be a spider on the roof. Is there a spider on the roof? Don't see one yet. Is it going to be behind me now? It's my axe, right? Yeah, it is. But it's not a better weapon, is it? No, I probably can't even use my axe. It probably requires a bunch of strength. That's fine. That's fine. There's a side path. I'll be honest, guys, I don't know the layout of this zone at all, really. Besides the fact that there's 2 floors and I have to flip 2 switches. I get really confused by this level on a regular basis. It's just a really weird level. Frankly, that's 90% of why this game feels big, is because various zones are just kind of confusing to navigate. If you look at a map, if you go to the wiki, the Fextra Life wiki of this game, you'll see like maps, of each zone. They're tiny. Each zone is like, here's a couple of rooms and a handful of spinny hallways and stuff. And really, people just get... The reason why the game feels big at all is just because the game has so many locked doors every 12 feet, and it's super confusing in its layout. But once you have it down, you can just casually blaze through half the bosses and no go. For me, at least, I think this game might be shorter for me to play through than, like, Shovel Knight. I can probably beat this game faster than Shovel Knight, although Shovel Knight has more difficulty problems to deal with, whereas this game doesn't really get super hard until New Game Plus, I don't think.
How to treat these people.
In New Game Plus, this game
to behave normally.
I regret to say that I had something I wanted to share with you guys, but I lost the video for it. I beat the final boss on New Game Plus, and I put a poison... Oh, that's what I need to be doing! Jesus. I'm an idiot. I'm not putting elemental runes into my projectile attack, so that's why my attacks aren't that cool right now. Because I could use projectile attacks that are like super fire or something. I put poison. I was having a lot of difficulty with the final boss because he's got a giant hitbox and you have to run all the way into him, and he has crazy reach. So like every time you attack him, he can just pummel on you because he usually gets hits on you. Because I was playing with my big dumb slow warrior, which was getting awkward and starting to feel impossible. Then I put a poison rune in my projectile, and it made him so agonizingly slow that I felt like I was Neo from the Matrix for the entire fight, even though I was like the slowest possible character build. I was just casually obliterating him for the rest of the fight, and it was hilarious. It was just garbage. I don't care about your fire. I'm in my bullshit self-heal mode. I'm the Terminator. God, and it doesn't even cast that much. It doesn't even cost that much mana, does it? I also have pretty good mana regen though, I guess, right now because of that trinket. I guess is that what's doing it? Wow, yeah, shelter doesn't even cost that much mana to begin with. I could just cast this every time I fight someone. Ow! Every time I fight someone. But yeah, if you cast, I used a poison rune on him, and I posted a guide or a PSA, an announcement about this on the subreddit. I'm concerned that the problem might have just been a glitch, and that the game's not supposed to do that, maybe. And I have no way of knowing that because you can never tell if this game's performing properly or not. But if it's not a glitch, then Poison Room slows down the final boss so slowly that you can just destroy him. I'm gonna go this way because there's I have to pick up a lever that I can use to open the door, and he gives me a spell point shard, so I definitely want to do that one. I think it's worthwhile to be thorough on this top floor. I think to the door. Now I just need to go get to the boss, and I'm set. But I want to be a little thorough because there's some items around here for sure. He'll kill the monk with the missing brother side mission. I've never actually done the missing brother side mission. I see him mention it all the time, but I never have the patience to go find another goddamn monk that I don't care about. In fact, the first time I saw him mention that he had a missing brother, I just assumed he was talking about the one that Yetka throws off a cliff. I didn't realize that it would be an actual separate character. Okay. Hello, friends. Oh god, there's a number of enemies in that room right now. I'm gonna wander over here and cast a shelter, so that bad stuff doesn't happen to me during this fight. Just in case, you know. Or they'll all die at once, that's also an option. What's going on right now? There's so many effects on the screen. There we go. Did I win? Yep, I got experience for it, so I think that means he's dead.
Man in here yesterday. He was plotting against Antanas.
So many things happening on the screen right now.
Family. I can sit here with murderers and thieves, but I just hate these.
They reward you for being thorough here.
Activists.
Now where is that guy who needed my handle? I think it's over here.
Is anybody there?
Is anybody there? Yep, here we go. He needs to get killed. So I need to find a spot to put the handle in. Right over here.
Please.
Oh, he's in the cellar. Right, I remember him mentioning that. That annoying spider cellar. I didn't. Yeah, that's what happened. Is in my New Game Plus playthrough, I encountered that quest, and I was like, nah, I don't feel like it. Just didn't want to go in the cellar for him. Just kill this dude. There we go. Give me my spell point shard and 1500 experience. The quests are worthwhile to do in New Game on your first playthrough. In New Game Plus, every quest is completely fucking pointless, and you should never do them. I'm not gonna go in there. It's just some guy. It's just some corpse. Oh, there's an item in here. I guess I'll deal with it. I'll be here until the stream ends. There are awesome loot in that area. In the cellar? Yeah, I have cleared the cellar before on my previous character, so whatever loot was there, I definitely got. But I'd already been there before at that point, so I didn't feel the need to go there just for a quest. Particularly because in New Game, every quest is giving you like 1,000 to 2,000 experience, which is actually good experience bonuses that can, for like the first half of the game, that can level you up. In New Game Plus, enemies and bosses will give you more experience because obviously that needs to happen. Quests don't for some reason. Quests still give you only like 1,000 experience when you need like 60,000 or 80,000 to level up. So I'm like, every quest is pointless now. I don't care. The only quests that are worth doing in New Game Plus potentially is that if you haven't done it already, you can make your healing potion more powerful by dealing with the one-handed monk, and you can get a shortcut into the Catacombs by helping Yetka. And there might be a couple other things too, but for the most part, if you've done a quest once before, then doing it in New Game Plus is completely pointless because the reward is ass. Especially since any unique rewards are probably already given to you at that point. For anyone, if anyone's wondering, I found out the multiplier caps out at 2. So I have reached that before. You stop getting more experience at exactly 2
parts
times.
of the catacombs could be holding more than secrets and sins we are aware of. One of the Rhogar lords leading the raid on Keystone has been spotted inside.
At this point, we have to go downstairs.
He killed many of our soldiers
to find
before
the other
they even
way
recognized the danger. All we know so far is
what am I
that
trying
he
to
somehow
say?
feeds on our rage.
Going back to the Catacombs topic, because I didn't really cover it yet. I kind of started and left it hanging for a while. This game's open world-ish at the beginning. Not really at the beginning. Nah. Yeah, the game's really not that open. Basically, the game lets you go to the Catacombs early, almost like seemingly on accident. But I guess the rest of the game is completely linear because you have to fight every single boss in a, I think you have to fight every other boss in a specific order except for the Catacombs boss. But it's a terrible idea to fight the Catacombs boss out of sequence because obviously the zone is harder. But also, if you kill the Catacombs boss, which I did, if you do it early like I did, I mean, they basically punish you because you can't progress forward into the castle until you complete everything up to that point. But also, you can't go into the Citadel to continue to the second half of the game unless you do go in through the door in the Catacombs.
Some people say we punish
so you still have
harshly.
to walk all the way to where you bought the Catacombs boss
we are still
in order to continue.
Much too forgiving.
It's kind of awful.
Whoever
I think,
commits a crime
that you have to run all the way
should
back
be
there.
Right away.
I think that's just kind of
After
dumb,
any
isn't it?
crime, we'd be rid of all the sinners and would live in eternal peace.
I mean, because what I did is I went to I fought the first two bosses. I fought first Warden and Commander, then I went down and killed the Catacombs boss, and then it's like, all right, go kill Worshipper, and you can't beat no, you can't go forward. You have to go kill Worshipper, and you have to kill Infiltrator, and then it's like, all right, now go back to the Catacombs, because despite the fact that your goal is now to go to the Citadel, every single door into the Citadel is completely locked except for the one in the Catacombs. So you have to go through this entire dungeon again that you've cleared before, just to go to the one door that they arbitrarily have open for you, and I find that frustrating. And then the rest of the game just isn't open world, the rest of it's just linear, so I don't know why the game's non-linear for like exactly one boss, and then never again. I understand the idea of letting you free roam so that you could get stuff, but I don't understand the reason why the game isn't just always linear in what boss you should fight next if they're only going to make it happen once. I'll use one potion. I have so many anyway. We have a new staff. New staff is very low ranked. It's probably an agility staff. Oh yeah, it's definitely an agility staff. It's all the way down here. Details. Agility 19. That's why. Yep. Looking at comments. I'll be here until the stream ends, but you'll be able to open more chests, equal more stat point. Okay, but you'll be able to open more chests. I'll be honest, I don't know what the context of that comment was, because you can't immediately respond to me, unfortunately. There's a delay on Twitch. If you post a comment, well, actually your comments are posted instantly. But what's happening here is how do I explain this? There's like a 30-second delay, or maybe somewhat shorter or longer, depending on conditions or something. But there's a delay between when I do something and when you guys see it. And I see your comments the moment you post them, but I don't see, you don't see my stuff until late. So there's a delay between going back and forth, obviously. Which means if you instantly respond to something I say, I don't necessarily. By the time I see the comment, I might not necessarily know what you were responding to, and the context is lost. I remember how to open this door. Hello, Defender Shadow. Where's this? Oh, pressure plate. Right. Prayer on the pressure plate. It's funny, when you play through this game a bit, you actually know where all the secret doors are now. Is there a spider in here? I feel like there's a spider in here. No? Okay. What's my reward here again? Oh, the Bloodlust Sword. That's where this is. Okay. And a weird little piece of armor is just sort of hanging out here, which you can get stuck behind. Which at one point I got stuck behind here, and it took me a little bit to realize I had to jump out, because I didn't see that there was just this thing stuck here. Okay, open this door. We should be near the boss-ish, I feel like. But this is part of the area where I am less sure where I am usually. So lower, probably gonna get ambushed. There's the spider I was thinking of. Let's just enter shelter mode.
To leave it alone, as it makes a good shortcut.
There we go. He didn't even try to stop me.
Keep heading left.
You're gonna get wrecked for your mistake, buddy.
Reach the hole in the
really should have stopped me.
This might be the shortest way.
Alright, he didn't even really fight back that much. Actually, I took a lot of damage, but I was healing through it, so it's not a big deal. He did do something. It's just harder to notice that things are happening to you in that state. Am I approaching the boss? I think I am. Yep, there's the staircase to the boss, I think. Oh, Jesus, dude, that was very rude. Time for your punishment. Wow, I one-shot him. Oh, and he had a friend. I don't like my enemies having friends. guy's just flailing around. Let's wait for my energy. There we go. Down! Oh, wow. He's resilient. The zombies can be surprisingly hard to kill sometimes. And sometimes they'll just get back up, too, so you have to be careful.
My workers have started
it's
rebuilding
a very
the
easy
foundation
trick, though.
of the West Wing.
How do I open this
We
door?
knew our monastery inside out.
Oh, dang it.
Yes, it contains many secrets.
I need to open this door for the shortcut,
like
or it's going to be a long-ass walk to get around here.
Deep in the ground. It looks nothing like the monastery as we know it.
It's not a big deal. It was a big deal last time I played because I did the bosses out of order and had to run back through here, but I don't have much reason to go there anyway. We have tons of experience. Let's go ahead and just level. So, how's my shelter doing? It's like level 2, right? Yeah, let's level shelter for sure. Clink. Shelter's level 3 now. Now I have level 3 prayer, shelter, and daze. I should probably just go into punishment and just be a proper cleric and learn all my spells. But right now, spells are expensive by comparison. How viable do you think the cleric class is? So far I think it's fucking awesome. Because you have a skill that makes you a super tank that heals over time and reflects damage, and doesn't take as much damage. And you have a skill that makes everyone go into slow motion mode, which I found very useful. The big stumbling block, though, was realizing that the slow motion thing doesn't work on bosses, which is kind of bullshit, but whatever. More points. Also, when you kill the worshipper, you get this weapon, the Clawfinger, which has 10% faith scaling, so as you put points into faith, your Clawfinger gets more and more powerful, which is good. It was a little rough up until I killed the worshipper, because the game did not give me a single faith scaling weapon until the worshipper fight. But I successfully completed the worshipper's special condition, which I don't remember what that is exactly. Oh, the worshipper's special condition is that he has to kill ads. That's what's happening. So I got the worshipper to kill a few of his summons, and so he dropped the better version of Clawfinger. So I'll be pretty set for a while, I think, with this souped-up weapon. But I'll want to get a better one sooner or later, because this one, unfortunately, its scaling seems to be slowing down significantly. So ultimately, there's probably a better faith scaling weapon at some point. I'd be a little disappointed if the best faith scaling weapon was dropped by the 3rd boss in a 10-boss game. And down goes that guy. Grab any lore and stuff in the area, but we're gonna want to do the checkpoint really quick to heal before I fight the boss. Boss 5 out of 10. We are on track to beating this game pretty quickly. I called this the first half of the game, but that's not accurate entirely. It's as the first half of the bosses through simple, like, very simple math, where you're just like, there's 10 bosses, so the first 5 bosses are the first half, but this is the long part of the game.
Fighting in the rain.
Kind of like how people call the first half of the game in Dark Souls 2, where they're like before and after the primal bonfires, but the primal bonfires are like 60 to 70% of the game, really. Oop. That's what I get for trying to take a drink really quick. And similarly, this game's like that, where, do they still have the bug? Let's see if I can taunt out the bug. Oh god, he's doing the range attack. I wonder if I can taunt the bug out. There's a bug with this fight where if he tries to grapple your, nope, he's just charging him. That hit him kind of hard, that's cool. Oop. He's pummeling my doppelganger. It's actually working, but is he gonna grab it? Come on, grab it, grab it. Oh, he's not falling for it. Okay. There's a bug from around the time when I was playing the game for the first time, which I think was patch 1.1 era, where if he tried to grapple the, your decoy, it would actually work, but it wouldn't grab the decoy, it would grab you. So you would teleport into his hand when you grabbed your decoy, which is pretty bullshit as far as glitches go. I posted it onto the subreddit, and I think a developer of the game actually, I'm pretty sure it was a developer or someone posing as one, was like, well, obviously that shouldn't happen, we'll be sure to fix that. So I kept like a successful bug report there. Should I just activate shelter and just pummel on the castle? It might be the way to go. Definitely not using a shield in this fight. Let's go ahead and just take that off. Make myself a wow, I have new shields too. I'll have to look into those ones. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to use the shield during this fight anyway, so let's just take it off. See if I can aggro something good. If he charges me, there we go. If he charges me, I'm kind of cast. Pro tip for people who are playing as characters like the one I was playing as. Did I successfully cast? I did successfully cast, okay. It's not always clear when things go bad like that. You have such long casting animations, you can easily fuck up and not get it off in time. A little bit of advice for anyone who plays as a heavy character with their big, oh god, okay, let's get out of here. Wow, you can just tank the boss, by the way, when you're in shelter mode. If you're playing as a big heavy character with a tower shield, oh, did not get that attack. His ranged attack's a problem. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Get it off, get it off, get it off. Quick, 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 quick. Let's deal with this guy. There we go. Sorry, I keep being stretched in the boss fight. But you'll see he has that one charge attack. Okay, let's be careful here. This fire might do damage. When he lunges at you, you can slam your tower shield to the ground using left trigger, and you plant yourself. If he rams into that, he does not successfully ram you, actually. He actually bounces off and gets dazed for a moment, and you can combo him pretty easily at that point, which is a cool ability. Let's try shooting him a bit. Oh god! He shows that exact moment to charge me. Have you gone back to your rogue character to see if it has been fixed? For lack of better words. No I haven't. Also, if I were to go back to rogue, I'd probably make a new character and start from scratch. Maybe even follow some advice on how to play the character or something. Because me playing naturally was not figuring out rogue, is what I've come to the conclusion of. People have definitely managed to beat the game with no armor and no shield. There's actually someone on the subreddit that's doing an ongoing series where they do a no armor, I think it's a no armor, no shield base level run where he doesn't level his character either. But at the same time, just because some crazy person can do it also doesn't necessarily mean that it's viable. Sometimes, like, someone can beat everything. Like, the most hilariously broken and dumb games can be beaten by someone, so it's not always the best to judge. But I will say that someone's done it. I'm not gonna get this off, am I? Oh, I did get it off. Cool. Fuck this guy. You're screwed because I entered shelter mode before you could get me to stop. You should probably hit me, dude. You should probably hit me with your hands. There we go. I entered. We're in second in rage mode. Dear lord, this is easy. Oh god. Right, this scary move happens now. This fight's not super hard in general, but he seems this shelter makes this fight very easy. This cleric character might be even... Like, I commented here... Oh god. Did I fuck up? Oh, I didn't fuck up. He actually got it off. Cool. Oh crap, but okay. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. His fiery punches were so strong that they were going to kill me from shelter. But now he's not in rage mode anymore, so I should be fine. I just need to get a good spot to recast shelter and try to finish him off. I commented repeatedly on how like the game seemed incredibly hard as a rogue, but almost comically easier by comparison when I went to warrior. And at first, cleric felt like an in-between. At first, cleric didn't feel... It felt a little tough, but once I got shelter... Ow. Now that I have shelter and a faith scaling weapon... Ow! Dick, let me hit you. Now that I have shelter and a faith scaling weapon, like, it's kind of easy. Because I can just run up and pummel people. This shelter's gonna wear off, isn't it? Yeah, let's not get too busy there. Let's shoot this fool. See me shooting. Need time to recast shelter. Preferably he'll do a charge. You should not try to cast spells against this guy unless he does his charge and you dodge it, because then you have time. Everything else, oh god! I was closer than I thought I was. I'll be fine though. There we go. This should be the end of the fight, hopefully. Casting shelter. Shelter seems like an especially slow spell, doesn't it? To cast. Oh crap, that's fire mode. This may have been a mistake. Roll! Kids, get ready to roll! Oh, that was not a roll, that was a run. I'm gonna... Oh god, range attack, okay. I'm gonna try to play it safe and just shoot him to death. Roll! We're doing good, we're doing good, we're fine. Oh, I can finish him now. There we go. His enrage makes him dangerous for sure. But we got him. Alright, 3 hours in, 5 bosses down. Actually, not even 3 hours in, 2 hours, 42 minutes. I started the stream on the main menu and almost immediately started playing, so that's actually a pretty accurate duration for the playthrough. For the playthrough so far. Look at that big shoulder plate.
Hey, over here.
Dear Lord, why do I have 14 emails?
Come here. Listen.
Ew. I have all these emails. I have 14 emails because people are subscribing to this channel.
Hey.
That makes sense. Okay. A lot of people too. Probably not 14, but it looked like a lot of people were subscribing.
Listen.
Alright, so this guy's like, hey, you should go help us. I'm like, alright, I'll help you, I guess.
Please. We need your help.
If I go up there, I can unlock the shortcut. Might as well do it while I'm here, right?
Hey, over here.
Oh, I'm not in shield mode. Careful. Oh, I don't have a shield equipped. Right. Let's look at our new shields. So that has a strength requirement, heavy shield. Is the first one I can use out of the ones that I don't have too much for. I don't necessarily know what the downside is of using a shield that you can't use yet. I don't know if it stops you from using it or if it's just shittier. Oh Jesus, these guys are wailing on me. Frame rate just dipped too with all those effects on the screen at once.
Come here.
Okay. Camera did not know how to react to that. When are you going back to Rogue Legacy? You almost got another legendary weapon. Oh yeah, there's a legendary weapon for not letting that guy enrage. Which is frustrating because if he hits you, he enrages, and if you hit him, he enrages. And it's a little hard to balance sometimes, but I'm not...
Hey, over here.
I'm trying to... I don't remember his weapon, but I don't think it would have been very important for this particular build. I did get it, though, already.
Listen.
I can't show you guys, because this game doesn't let me show... I don't think that PlayStation 4 streaming lets me show you anything about the interface. I think it self-censors the interface of the console. But, that was a terrible mess. I'm just letting this guy fucking kill me, aren't I? I'm stupid. Whatever, let's go overkill on this guy. But I can't show you guys right now. Although I guess if you went to PlayStation, if you went to TrueTrophies.com and then went to my PlayStation profile, which is Sebastian-SB, because Sebastian SB was taken apparently. So I have a little hyphen between Sebastian and the SB. You can actually see my trophies, and all I have left in this game is beating the game as a cleric, which is why I'm doing this right now. I figured streaming it was just a fun way of handling the fact that I needed to play the game again for the last trophy before I get my platinum, and then I'll never play this game again probably until the new patch comes out. I mean, until the DLC comes out, because they're already making DLC. But on topic of Rogue Legacy, I don't know when I'm going back to Rogue Legacy. The reality is that I periodically return to Rogue Legacy, less frequently now than I used to. For a while I was like, alright, I'll put in some time every night and try to beat Rogue Legacy. And then I just got discouraged, honestly. I genuinely dislike the final boss of that game, to be honest. And I have not defeated him yet, and that makes me sad, because I like Rogue Legacy. In fact, I like the game Rogue Legacy, and I want to finish that series, because it has one episode to go. Should I just level up? Or should I... let's try to go for a multiplayer for a bit. So that takes you to the Catacombs. So the problem is, so when I left off on Rogue Legacy, you guys saw me hanging out in the underworld. And the next thing for me to do was to kill Herodotus, which was the big blob monster of that world. And I've done that part. I successfully killed Herodotus, but then the game throws you directly into the final boss fight. Like, that's just the next thing, is to go fight the final boss. Ow! And so I've been trying to beat the final boss for a while now, and I'm just failing over and over again, really. I can't do it. He's really fast, and frankly I also don't like fighting him, which is bad. That doesn't help. When I get stuck against a boss in Dark Souls, it's not a big deal, because I usually like the boss anyway. Like, I'll fight Sorolon over and over again, I don't give a shit. Or the Ashen Knight, I think he was called. I don't know, the bosses of the second DLC, I love those bosses. But, I don't really enjoy fighting the final boss of Rogue Legacy, so it's hard to force myself to do it sometimes. And I haven't beaten him, so I don't want to put out a video until it's actually done, because that should be the finale. I'm not going to put up 17 parts of me trying to fight one boss over and over again, because that's terrible video content, and no one wants to see that. Like, I haven't intentionally left Rogue Legacy by the wayside, but I've been playing, but I'm putting out videos of games that I can actually put out videos for, because I'm just stuck. Final boss is a dick. And I don't like any of the bosses in Rogue Legacy, to be clear. Those parts are generally not fun for me, and if that was the whole game, I wouldn't be playing the game, and I would not have done a series on it. But the Castlevania-style world exploration of Rogue Legacy is fucking awesome. I love the traps, I love the monsters, I love the randomization, and I mean like the random classes and the random world. And it always feels fresh over and over again, which has become less true now because I've done some grinding trying to beat the boss, and you start noticing certain levels certain specific rooms show up over and over again. So I've definitely depleted the random element of that game. So it's sort of turned into like what some people feel like when they play Binding of Isaac these days, where they just know what everything is, and it's just what random configuration are they going to see today. But let's go ahead and just cast Shelter again. Why not? You should have attacked me, dude, but now you're going to die. That was your mistake. Man, Shelter's awesome. Okay. But yeah, I don't like the bosses. The bosses, I think, are completely divorced from the rest of the game as far as style goes. They feel completely different in most ways. Just kill him. Oh, no, he's going to be in damage deflect mode. Oh, he died. Oh, wait, I'm a spellcaster now. I can actually pummel those guys to death now with spells. So now the melee guys won't be, the ranged guys won't be such a big problem. Get that guy out? Wow, one shot, okay. I don't like the bosses in Rogue Legacy very much because they're all like, most of them are kind of bullet hell bosses, where they just spam attacks in every possible direction all at once, and you have to do crazy platforming. And even then, like, that's not super hard, but the bosses often have really, really high damage and tons of health. So it feels like endurance challenges where you have to go a super long time without getting hit, but also destroy people. And so that's a bummer to me. Because it reminds me of the dragon god from I mean, not the dragon god. It reminds me of the, what's his name? Whatever they called the giant dragon in Dark Souls 2, where he had 1 billion hit points and would kill you in one hit, which I thought was kind of awful. And then the final boss is kind of like that too, because he kills you super fast. He has tons of hit points, but he's also a player. Instead of being a floating ball that attacks you like every other enemy in that game, the final boss is a straight up like human. Like, he's like you. He's just a player. So he's super fast, and he's basically you but better in every way. I'm taking hits here. I need to back off. Quick heal. The final boss is basically just a better version of the player character. He's faster, he has better range, all of his spells, like the dagger throw and things like that, are just all better versions. And so it just feels aggravating, and I'm not super into it. Because Rogue Legacy isn't one of those games that has, like, you can kind of dodge, but even if you do dodge, the dodges aren't, like, responsive in the same way. I mean, they're super responsive, but it's like the game moves as fast as Super Meat Boy, so it's not like Dark Souls where you can reliably dodge every attack that comes at you. So one of these days I'll successfully beat the final boss of Rogue Legacy, and you'll see the finale. But until then, I'll just keep playing other games, and I'll keep making videos. Who are these? What self